is like what you're actually like watching? Is it
The
the
share
stream?
screen.
Okay. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, when I'm at a different house, I can usually, my girlfriend's house, I can usually get good internet to where I'm able to, what's it called, stream, and it's not like 20 seconds behind. But if I did it from my house, it would be cooked. That's why when
I
I
gotcha.
usually would cast, I would do solo, because I just couldn't do someone else, because they'd be like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah. I gotcha. I gotcha.
But I think when I tested it the first game, when I had Trin on, he was like, if that, just a second behind, so it wasn't even anything really.
Oh yeah. Ooh, the
I got
map's
my phone
bank.
set
All
up
right.
this time. I was watching back the last VOD, the last week, and at one
Mhm.
point Fred was like, "Show the screen, like the scoreboard," and I didn't realize, like, obviously I'd never even look at my Twitch chat when I'm streaming like that because I'm so focused on the
Say
game.
if you want, I can pay attention
So
to
no,
that.
you're all good. So I like was looking at Fred's comment, going like, "I wonder if I ever ended up showing it to him," and then funnily enough, I show it for like half a second maybe. So that was
Yeah.
funny, but.
Say I can have that pulled up because I know you're doing a lot. You got the camera and all that. So
I got it in front of me too, just in case. I got a whole setup right now. I'm ready.
nice, nice. So what is this? This is Stinky versus Sare, right?
Indeed it is. And while we're on that, let me go and ask. Pardon me, I assume they're on the correct side, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Oh yeah. Wow. The stream is a good second or two behind. I just realized. It might be even more than that. Who we got on the co-cast? Mr. Fister. Who does it sound like?
Brought back our returning co-caster from last week.
Let's see. Can they hear me? Sounds like Arno. That's okay. I've never even played with this Arno guy.
Tell you no, Fister's lying. Arno has a heavy ass accent. There's no way.
Oh jeez. There's Doc. Dang, look at that. Sarah's team basically completely on time. Well, except for Doc. Doc's pretty late. And then you got Stinky's team who's just now joining the party.
Yes, it make me feel good though. I was like
Hmm.
stressing. I was like, yeah, I had before this. Someone came in and was in the house installing a ceiling fan in the room that I was going to be using to cast. I was like, fuck, I really hope he finishes before. And he finished at like 250. But thankfully, we weren't all ready. There's
Yeah,
some
for
games
real.
you pull up at the time and every single person is ready. It's like, damn,
Hmm.
giving me no time.
See, that's one thing I have
Let me
noticed is
take one
Sarah's
final
team's
rip.
usually pretty close to being almost always on time. At least Sarah. I mean, she was in there right at 4, was she not? Maybe
Yeah, I
even
think you're right.
before. Who are we waiting on now? Is it? It's not Shammy. Is it Shammy? No, it's Rude.
Okay, just make sure everything's good. Looks like we're all set to go.
Ryan said, "Dude is crouch walking to his PlayStation." That's awesome.
Let's start this up.
All right.
All right, everyone. It's tournament time, so let's settle in. Today, we will find out who will be the team to make it to the lower or make it out of the lower bracket and challenge Jimmy's team for a chance to be champions of Snore's Fun Time tournament. Our first team started out fiery hot, going 2-0 in the group stage, including a victory against their opponent today. However, nothing they faced could have prepared them for Jimmy's team, and a 7-2 loss put them here, where they now have a chance to go back and seek revenge or fall to a team they've taken down once already. That team, of course, are underdog heroes of the tourney, Team Sare. A team unrecognizable from their first two games, the lower bracket has shown what a force they can be with their full roster. They've taken down their last two opponents 8-6, including some revenge last week against a group stage opponent, Team Trin. And if they have any hope of making it to the finals, they'll need to avenge their worst loss of the tourney and complete their revenge tour through the lower bracket. The stage is set on bank, and we now find out if Sare's team can steal away one final game to make it to the finals, or if Stinky's team is going to rob them of their Cinderella run. Joining me, as he did last week for the upper bracket game, Epiphany.
What is up? What is up?
All right, so real quick off the bat, what is one thing from each team that you're looking for the most coming into today's game?
Um, Sare's team, really, I just want to see. I mean, obviously, since they've had their whole team, they've meshed really well. They've looked like a completely different team. But I want to see if they can keep it going, and I want to see if they can overcome kind of the mental that there was of getting absolutely slammed by Stinky's team the last time. And as far as Stinky's team, I really hope that they have they've put in a little work since the Jimmy game because
Yeah, last week he
that was
said their
really
main
rough.
thing was coordination and communication,
Yeah.
so going to be able to see
So
how much they've done better on that since they're starting on attack first, the side which relies heavily on coordination.
yes, indeed. I will say, Bank is one of the little bit bigger maps, so hopefully, I mean, you remember Sneaky was talking about his a lot of his strats rely on the bigger maps. So hey, maybe that'll do something for him.
Yeah,
But
we'll get to see if that strategy pays off. A little bit of that focus on the roam clear. See if we get any roamers out from Sarah's team. It'll be
let's say,
interesting.
what are you thinking, prediction wise?
I'd be hard pressed to not say Sarah's team. Starting off on defense on bank, I know that previous game on bank didn't go their way necessarily against Team Trin, but I think they've looked a lot better since then. And I just expect that the way that they use the operators they bring in their playstyle is going to be a whole lot different than compared to that first game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know. The hard thing is though, like, I mean, we've seen what Sayers' team looks like when it's the full roster, but have we seen what Stinky's had? I mean, because I mean, even last week, not that it would have done anything differently, but I mean, Rude wasn't there.
No, and you're right. We have not seen Rude since I believe the game against Sare, where he went 7-6 on Chalet. So this will
Yeah.
be his first game since then. It's been quite a while since he's played a tourney game. And speaking of tourney, we're going to be turning our attention over towards Devil, who is the roamer. Seems like he's holding everything down. All he really needs to do is just stall for time right now. Seems like Stinky's team is going to opt for that second floor clear, rightly so. And ooh, might have a general idea as Mel and Gandhi are close by, eking their way in. It'll be interesting. As we said, coordination and miscommunication, a lot of things that they suffered against Jimmy's team. And also Jimmy just having the ability to flank and get those kills, something that Stinky was pointing out too. So if Devil's able to start the map off with a little ratty kill like this, it's not going to be great for the morale of the team. But that siege timing is in full effect. We see Gandhi is so close, and Mel's not too far off either. But Devil's playing the patience game. Actually might be rewarded for it soon enough if these drones don't spot him out.
Oh, I don't think he knows. The yokai's feeding Devil information right now.
And you're right, this is a great job by Sare, getting Devil the information he needs Looks like he's slowly going to make his way possibly into open area. Nope, he's going to back off. And as we see, the round is pretty much halfway done, and attackers have gotten, I'd say, some map control, but they definitely don't know where Devil is, and they're just ultimately going to have to push into sight. Not even sure if they have a remote clue where Devil is. And in the meantime, he's actually going to be on the hatch and takes down Stinky. Oh, wasn't able to take down Mel, who was right nearby. Finds the trade,
Yeah.
but Stinky's going down, and that's going to be important. That's a Habana who could have opened this in red. This Mira.
Yeah, that Habana is a major pick. I mean, I know they've gotten the 2 main hatches, but anything they wanted to do other than those, kind of can't do it.
Makes me wonder how effective this Monty is going to be able to be. Oh. Doesn't seem like we have any C4s out of Kaid, so we're relying solely on Tony's C4 right now. Cover's coming down from the hatch, but H2O is going to be able to start off strong, get the cover from a long distance away. The C4 comes out, and that's going to push Rude off for just a moment, but Sare can just hide right there on the Echo. H2O finds another. That's going to be the second, and they're just going to need to push forward. Should be a pretty defender-sided round. And Tony,
Wow.
able to clean up the last 2 kills. A very clean round to start us off right here on Bank. Sare's team just picks them apart on this defensive side.
All right. I don't know about you, but I feel like them not clearing out Diva was a huge mistake, man. I feel like they just kind of gave up on it. I'm like,
I agree. It makes me wonder if they, I mean, obviously they had to know someone was roaming, but it doesn't feel like they tried that hard to find him because Devo didn't even have to shoot a single drone.
yeah, and I'm like, they just gotta, the attackers gotta be smarter, man. Because I'm like, they were playing in the small office hatch with the hatch right above them open. You really think that someone's not gonna be sitting up there? Like, if I was the attackers, I would at least have somebody sitting up in the janitor closet, just watching the hatch, making sure nobody tries to come in and come out from above.
Great point that you mentioned that, because Mel was also in the closet with Stinky, so it does beg the question, why wasn't at least one person watching the hatch above? I mean, they certainly weren't wary of open area, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's just confusing. I wonder if this is something they undermined or if there's a little lack of communication. Oh lord, Doc has the shotgun.
Yep, they're going to need to fix that communication. And hopefully soon. I feel like Stinky's team could be one of those teams where they might start to spiral. Especially with each round. Sare's team is just going to grow with confidence. They've looked better and better each week. There's no reason to believe that the trend won't continue.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Let's see.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
It's an interesting setup. We see some head holes out into square. I assume, oh, Doc also going to be playing that in sight right now. Pretty interesting setup. They're also extended out into the hallway by Stock. You see Sare's kind of roaming down below. I doubt, though, that we'll see the attackers come in from below. I feel like we might see a pretty standard square Stock push. Oh, as I say that, though. Of course, someone breaks in somewhere. It's all quiet on the Western Front right now. No one doing anything just yet. Stinky in the building, but no one nearby him. So he's just going to take the time to drone out. His team's going to collect information, secure the lobby. It seems like they're taking control of the lobby pretty quickly, which is good for them. Especially with Gandhi going to be able to open this elevator side. It's going to push Devil back a little bit, you would imagine at least. But Devil's actually going to stay prone. And it might be good, as this could work. Stinky's prepared for it, but Devil's able to get the kill! Stinky chokes the shots, and the Goyo combined with Devil's shots takes down Stinky yet again. The opening kill goes to Devil. That's 2 mishaps in a row from Stinky, and not looking great so far for the attack. Rude's on these stairs. He's just going to push through the fire and take out some shots. He lands a nasty header onto Devil, but he's at about 25 health. He sees the Azami of Doc, and he's into sight now with 2 kills. Rude just got that kill for free, as Doc was not paying attention, did not expect Rude to be there. We see Tony should be prepared for this, as he's holding a tight little angle, and only one of these bullets will take down Rude, so not much of a task, but he looks away at the wrong moment. That's going to be all Rude needs. I don't know why I keep mixing up their name. That's going to be all Rude needs to shut this down. He's going to push his way farther into sight. Tony fires some shots onto Ying, gets him down, but Rude is going to be able to pick up his third on the round. In the meantime, Jerky was able to pick up a kill onto Sare, so it is now all up to H2O to find Jerky, Gandhi, and Rude. Rude's going to be able to put the bomb down. As we see those shots come out from Gandhi, he will be relayed to his teammates. He is able to find one. That's a good start. How much more can he find? Gandhi's on the long angle, so if he's able to take down Rude right here, Jerky right here, it could be good for the defense. He is able to take down Jerky, and all of a sudden, this is quite good. Gandhi decides to drop. That is the timer going off. Is H2O going to be able to claim this kill? He's on the stairs. He's backing up. He is not able to find the kill. Gandhi shuts him down, forces the angle, and claims a nice kill onto H2O. Saves the round for the attackers. That could have been unfortunate if that was a throw.
Yeah. Again, that's one of those things like 20. I mean, he hasn't had the greatest tournament, at least starting off. But I mean, from everything that I've heard from everybody that plays with him, at least in ranked, like that is not somebody that you want to give him ones. And there you go.
Absolutely correct.
Whole team
26 and
3v1.
17 since this lower bracket began, and he started off strong, 4-1 right now. Seems like he's having one of those games where he might be on a heater yet again.
Ay.
Root starting off strong too.
Yeah, I was I was a little surprised that he pushed straight through the fire, but then again, I mean I almost feel like they've nerfed the damage to those oil canisters so much because I'm like, you shouldn't be able to just run through fire.
He was in there for a decent little while and landed a nasty
Yeah.
headshot onto Devo. Devo was falling through the elevator. Somehow Root is able to catch him. I was more surprised that he was able to find the kill onto Tony. The fact that Tony didn't land somehow a single bullet that would have downed Rude, insane. Or I think he did kill Rude, but it was my bad Jerky that escaped. Well, actually, no, I was right.
Yeah, no, because he killed I think it was Jerky was the Ying.
Rude
He saw the
him.
Ying and killed him, and then
Very
Rude just swung it.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
All right,
Well,
we're going the same site yet again. Probably not a bad idea. I mean, you assume that if Rude doesn't just walk into site right there and find Doc for free, he's not going to be able to find Tony. The round's a little bit different, so I actually agree. I don't think the setup was all that wrong. The attack was pretty good too. We saw Gandhi get that elevator wall open, and that cut off a long line of sight for the defenders.
I just wondered, did they know that? I feel like they should have had more than just. I don't know. I just feel like if Rude's sitting in that office and they know that, why are
A little
they
bit more
just...
of a push, I agree.
Yeah.
And we see Gandhi's actually able to get this wall open, it seems like, pretty easily yet again. Is Devo going to fight it this time? He didn't last time. He knew that Stinky was coming, but this time's a whole different story. He's going to deny just a little bit. Is Gandhi prepared for it? He is. Nothing else is really happening around the map. We saw Sare take a little bit of damage, but she's now down below fully. And Devo's going to be in a worse and worse position as the attackers are now, 3 of them at least, in the building, slowly about to make their way up. Nade comes out, first is off, and that prompts Devo to move away. A smart decision, he doesn't need to commit, but Gandhi had a nice angle, and that was able to cut him off. Gandhi doing some work on the windows. And on this second floor site, you really need that. This is one of those positions that is a power position. You need to be playing that. And H2O might be out of luck here if he tries to swing this hallway. Defense is biding their time, and Doc just so close to Rude yet again. He's hoping to not fall. Same spot, too. And they're just so close, but Mel picks up Sare, who is down below. Rude's inching closer and closer. Doc sees some headshots, but doesn't land anything just yet. And the attackers slowly going to start pushing their way up. We see Mel on those main stairs right next to H2O. Confrontation ensues. That's going to be what decides pretty much this round. If H2O is not able to shut this down, we're looking at a 5v2, and Mel has main stairs position. Mel's going to swing on H2O, claims the kill. Rude finds one of his own, and that's a flawless round as Mel claims another. Tony. They just walked into sight that time. It seems like we're probably not looking at another second floor defense, as 2 times in a row should be enough for Sare's team to back off of that.
Oh, wow.
Now starting to wake up a little bit, that knock play.
What are your thoughts after that round?
I think that, I don't know. I feel like not Rude's team, Stinky's team wasn't really doing much in terms of pushing site. We really only saw Rude close to site, about to push it. Outside of that, we saw everyone else around site. So it was really about Sare's team falling all around site. But then again, on a site like second
Yeah.
floor, you can't just sit in site because all they have to do is sit on windows and slowly push up those main stairs and spiral stairs, and you're kind of
Attackers need
screwed.
to
So
locate and defuse
just a
bombs.
tough situation. Honestly, I'd look at open area. I don't think that's too bad of a site.
No, I definitely agree. It's just, I don't
It's,
know. It feels weird. It feels like the rounds that Stinky's won so far, it's been because one player goes in
mhm.
and just gets like wins 3 1v1s basically. I mean, there's no like Sare's team has all these great setups and everything, but if there's no crosses and the attackers are just winning gunfights, I mean, what are these setups for?
Yeah,
You
and we've
know?
seen the past two rounds, Sare's team has really struggled to
10 seconds
roam,
left
find
until
that roam
insertion.
game that they did in that first round. And that's why I think something like first floor might be a
5
little bit
seconds
better.
to
It's
insertion.
harder to roam on second floor. You're doing a basement roam, but you see people like
Attackers are
Mel,
moving out to
that might
locate a
send
bomb
more
and
with Mel,
defuse
are
it.
going to be able to find you out pretty quickly. So second floor, we'll see how much better this roam can do, or if I'm just talking out of my ass a little bit, but Devil's kind of going to be playing the same spot, so I'd be hard-pressed to think that the attackers don't check this area again. Hopefully Mel's going to be doing us all a service, and yep, he's going to spot him out, and this actually might be a bit of a free kill for whoever gets it. The calls are coming out. If I'm Devil, I cannot be sitting in front of a window the entire time. Okay, he is going to see that drone, thankfully, but now he's going to have to wait and find out if Rude's going to take him down. Rude's sneaking around, but Devil just hops away smartly. He's going to be able to find his way out of dodge, but not to safety just yet. He's going to be on the first floor. The attacker's making pretty good progress. What do you think? Got first floor control second floor control with 2 minutes, and now just have the rest of the round to open up and do whatever the heck they need to.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Just I worry they haven't put in Devil. Like he could, I mean, is that hatch popped again? I mean, he could always just sneak back up there. I mean,
And it
hmm.
seems like Rude might just be the only person on the team that is going to be going for him. We see Gandhi pushed up here with him, but that might just be so that they can get a trade. When it comes down to it, I think Rude's going to be probably the only person that's actually seeking out Devo. But
Yeah,
I think Devo's doing an
it looks
incredible
like they
job of
still think that
stalling.
he's. It looks like they still think he's third floor though. Well, second floor, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, Mel at least is making much better progress. Is going to be able to open up those mirrors, which is going to push Tony out. Smartly so, but looking at just about a minute left, and Rude still has yet to be found.
Oh,
He does not check his
oh,
corners. That's going to be a free kill for Devil. Rude just kind of ran in there, but now the attackers know where he is. That's
oh.
going to lead them to shut him down. Great trade by Stinky. There wasn't many places that Devil could go outside of just committing to that main stairs, spiral stairs area, which he was not sure of. Sare is actually going to be able to collect some really good intel. The Havana is completely clueless to the location of this Echo, and Jerky's looking like he's getting ready to drop. I don't think Tony's going to be ready for this. If he drops right now, this could be pretty effective, but H2O is going to be ready for it on that crossfire, so Jerky's going to have a lot to think about right here. 30 seconds left. The attack seems to be stalling out, maybe just a little bit. We see Gandhi slowly getting the bomb down, and Jerky's going to take some shots out. Going to get H2O down to a little health, but ooh, Tony's going to find the C4. 20 seconds left. Mel finds H2O. That was on the cover. Mel's going to be in red. Finds Tony too. That's 2 kills on the round. Sare's not going to be able to deny with that Echo for much longer, and Doc goes down. Or Sare. Doc not too far behind. As the bomb goes down, and we've now seen 3 attacks in a row from
Oh,
Stinky's team. They're starting to put it together, and Mel's looking like he's
oh,
on a heater. He's getting more and more aggressive. We see him
yeah.
committing to these pushes now.
Golly, that's that round aggravates me.
Yeah, we saw the defense do
They
such a
didn't they
good job
didn't
stalling, but
dude. A minute left, and they've just killed Devil. I mean, even the long cross with 20 being able to watch the plant, and
and
it
Tony
just
took down Gandhi with the plant,
folds.
but like we said, Mel committed to that push, and that took down not only Tony, but it also took down H2O, who was causing some trouble for Jerky on that drop. He's had a big impact so far, and to be expected. Outside of his game against Jimmy previously, he's been doing quite well for himself this tournament. He's
Attackers need to locate
doing that
and
yet again
defuse
today.
bombs.
Sare's team, though, but I believe. I think that they know where they can adapt now. I also think that they need to do a little bit more, be a little more proactive on the roam, if anything. Just because, like, if you're going to stall time, that's great, but I don't really know if that stalling
Yeah,
did much in terms of, like,
it
slowing
really
down
didn't.
the
I mean, it
attack.
wasted time, but I'm like, even if you're just like, you get a, I mean, because Sarah was on the Echo that round. Like,
Hmm.
she should be. I mean, when we
You could
see how
feed him
she
some
plays the
intel,
Echo, I
yeah.
mean, she's yeah. I'm like, even if it's just like pop shots through a soft wall to kind of
Hmm.
scare the attackers. I mean, because I mean, it's great and all wasting 2 minutes, but I'm like, if you don't do anything with it, I mean, I think he got one
He got
kill
one
off
kill
of that,
onto
and
Root
there's
and
the root.
immediately traded, so it ended up not really
Yeah.
meaning much for the defenders in that
Mm-mm.
way. Whereas that
Yeah.
first round we saw him get traded, but it was a little bit different because right there in that first round he was applying more pressure in that sense. He was being the aggressor, whereas in that past round we saw Rude kind of just fall into his arms.
A bomb has been
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil, we knew he was crouch walking the second he picked knock, and he's going to inch his way so close to sight. If he's able to lob this nade right here and find 2 kills, that would be something. Uh-oh.
No!
Ooh, the uncooked nade proves to be the saving grace for the
Oh,
defenders.
if that was cooked, that was
Wow.
an easy 2
Rude could have
Oh my
single-handedly won the
gosh.
round right there if he had known.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to put the attackers on their heels a little bit, I bet. As we see 4 of them. Devil? We'll find out where he is momentarily. Oh, we see him in the loan office. That first floor. But no one's even over there. We see the majority of the attack is coming in from this open area side as usual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but this is pretty standard. We've seen them time and time again these past 2 rounds on basement go for the hatches and get everything that they need to get. So I have a hard time believing that they're not going to complete this. But wow, Boss G. And no, shots come out and Mel's going to be 25 health, but it doesn't do enough. That was insane. I did not think that he was
Oh,
going to be able to get any damage done, but Jerky, going to be a pinch coming in. That's what I'm talking about with that roam. You're only sending one player out, and he's not even able to have any of his teammates come to assist him. We see the pinch is able to come out so easily, and now you're down a man, and sight is getting opened.
oh goodness. They gotta be more proactive with this run.
Stinky's job, Stinky's team doing a good job on attack, getting their angles open. I'm not sure this site is going to be what Tony's going to be needing to hold this down. Thankfully, though, Sare does have a C4, and so does Tony, so they're not going to be completely behind on that. But that red drop, someone's going to have to be wary of that. We saw someone push in and kill H2O last time from servers, and then that
I
allowed the
do like
person
how
to
she's
drop red.
tricking the
Yeah,
mirror
this is a
window.
really good job. Great job pointing that out. And Goyo is killing some time as well. 30 seconds left. But we saw last time, just because you stall out doesn't necessarily mean anything. This is going to come down to who can find the kills. We see Rude so close. And Sare's able to find 1 kill. Doc's able to find another. Gandhi, in the meantime, is getting the bomb down, and Rude's watching on the stairs. Mel's covering, but no, the Goyo! He backs off of it, and that may just be the round. He gets off it, but Mel and Rude find 2 of their own. It's going to be on the defense now to push forward, and H2O is going to find Rude. It's up to Gandhi now. I don't think he's going to be able to get this bomb down, and no, H2O is able to find the kill. That was a little chaotic for the last round, but that Goyo, it seemed like, was a quick adaptation, exactly what they needed. Gandhi
Yeah,
uncommits at the
definitely.
last second. Wow, I feel like he could have committed and got that bomb down, but he might have died, so it's tough to say.
Yeah, I feel like in short time situations like that, you just gotta go for it. Cause I mean, like, what else are you gonna do at that point? I mean, the fire's there. Yeah, it's cooking you, but I mean, if you get the case down and you die, I mean, case is still down. And at that point, you're playing defense on attack. You have better sights, most of the time, better guns. I mean,
I'm curious to hear what you have to say. We saw a similar situation occur last round as to the previous one, outside of seeing one of the attackers go down. In fact, they had the man advantage, still stalled out a little bit, but we saw something very similar. Why do you think it was that they weren't able to capitalize on this
defenders
round?
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
um, honestly, I think it's, dude, I really liked them bringing the bandit for the mirrors because I'm like, I feel like if they bust open that mirror window with the Habana or the Ace, whatever they were doing,
Hmm.
I mean, that just gives up. That takes up so much room the defenders can use, and it's just you can't use it safely.
And real quick, I think you're right, TD. I think based off of when he got off, I think he would have died. Because I think he needed like a full second, and I think his life was like half a second away from dying.
Attackers have
Just one of those
located the bomb.
unfortunate
5
situations.
seconds to insertion.
But yeah, you're right.
I did like the Goyo. I mean, the
The
Goyo.
Bandit was
even-
super clutch. I'm surprised that we don't really see that mirror wall get Bandit trick too often. So the fact that Sare is bringing that adaptation out is quite surprising. And it looks like Turkey's going to bring out one of his own, the Blitz. We do not see him on this often.
This should be interesting. Oh, but we do have the Oryx though, which is pretty ironic.
Who's playing down below? I'm interested to see where this push might be originating from. I would imagine maybe an electrical right into staff room, but we'll see. Have good map control right now. I think they have the entire second floor to themselves. Ooh. Yeah, this could be crucial. No nomad, so it seems like flank watch is going to be limited to who places a good drone. So this could be pretty crucial for H2O if he decides to flank up these blue stairs. But in the meantime, Stinky's team is just going to clear out their angles. I understand why. It's a smart decision. Do not want to be screwed by that again. But I do think there is someone else playing nearby. Yep, seems to be Devil. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is Mel gonna commit to
drone,
this?
Mel.
No, he doesn't.
Or at
Mel
least
hops
check the
out.
corner.
He's
Come
so close to getting into an encounter he doesn't know.
Wow, and the worst part,
The attackers
he
bomb
probably was just gonna sprint in and he was gonna get killed.
And Sare, oh, able to take down Rude, but that second nade from Mel is going to find her. She's downed. I'm not sure they know it just yet, but Mel decides to not commit to the angle. Oh no, and the flank comes out from Devil. That's going to take down Mel. He's down, not out, and the blitz is going to come out from Jerky, but the flank from H2O. Is he going to be able to find this? It seems like for right now, Devil's just running around. He has this map memorized. He's able to run blind. Stinky able to draw out H2O from that blue stairs and take him down, but Devil is back in sight. That was quite a disastrous attack from the, quite a disastrous flank from the defense right there, as it takes down two of the attackers and is really going to mess up this flow.
I need the attackers to stop running around like this is Call of Duty. That is the second time where Devo's gotten away with something silly like that. He got rude.
Oh, and Sare has a tight little angle. She's going to back off. Oh, Devil able to take down Stinky on the upstairs, and things are looking bad as you only have one shield left. Gandhi able to do some work. He's able to find one more kill. That could be proven to be a little bit easier for the for the attack. But Jerky's going to have to do quite a bit of heavy lifting on this shield. If Gandhi goes down right now, is he? No, Gandhi's actually able to find Tony on the mirror. Sare's low health, he saw him, but no, he doesn't commit to it. Hops over, and no, team kills, but Sare actually finds the trade. And wow!
Oh my gosh.
They
How did-
focused
if he
on
sees
Doc
Sare-
a little too much.
Oh my gosh, he had Sare dead to his rights. I don't even think Sare was looking at him then.
He must have been looking somewhere else. We all saw Sare, but I'm not sure he did. She's such low health too. If he fires one bullet and hits her, she's going down.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
I've got to agree with Fred, though. How did Jerky not get Doc right there? Doc is prone on the ground, and Jerky has a shield in front of his face. That is a free kill.
I feel like that might be why we don't see Jerky on the blue phone.
I bet that's something he'll say after the game, too. And wow, actually going to end up with a side swap 3-3 from what was eventually or originally a 1-3 Sare's team, able to find 2 rounds in a row and really claw this back. If this round, first half has been any indication, I think we're looking at OT yet again for Sare's team.
Oh boy. I know I said it last week and they got slaughtered, but I always worry about the attacking side whenever Stinky's on the defense.
And with reason too, that was something that they wanted to do in Oregon, was roam a little bit more, and this map allows for that. Especially people like Mel, who like Stinky, are really good roamers. That's a great drone from Sare, as we saw. But Sare has something planned. She wanted to do a blitz attack on... Jesus, what map did they just play? Clubhouse. They wanted to do that Montane attack. I don't know why I said blitz attack. They wanted to do a Monty attack on that Raptors push in Clubhouse, but it did not work out for them. So we'll see how this one works out. As this time, Devil is going to be on the Monty instead of, I believe it was Doc last time. A lot of stock presence right now. It's going to be Doc's job, it seems like, to just clear this utility in stock and Mel. Oh, yeah, this isn't going to do much. Actually, a little bit of a waste of a C4, unless he's able to find the angle right there, but no, I think Mel lagged right there. H2O able to find a free kill. That was unfortunate.
I hope that's what it was.
It looked like it.
Yeah, it's like he just stared at the sledge for a second.
Either way, though, that's not what you're going to want to be looking for. And regardless, I think that C4 was a little brazen. He saw the ping, but he did not know that they were moving in or what was going on. So to just throw out the C4 like that, kind of free for the attack.
Definitely. Well, let's see what they.
And the attack's taking their time too, but Devil is already pushing forward, and they're pushing ever closer to this person by stock. That's going to be Jerky. Nade's going to come out. That's not going to find the castle barricade, but it is going to find the shield that he was playing behind. So the position that he's playing in is now getting worse and worse, as we especially see H2O pushing in behind. That's going to push Jerky even farther away. He's not going to be able to keep committing to this without being able to find a confrontation, and little does he know there's someone so close in stock. Tony goes down. It's going to be Gandhi down below, able to shut him down, but no, H2O's right there for the trade on main stairs, or square stairs, I should say. It was a great trade. He was prepared for it, and Jerky's holding this angle into stock. It's going to be, I believe it's Doc. He pushed back out, so Jerky is able to flank, but oh, the call's going to come out from Sare, and that's going to give away the positions of the defense. Devil's doing a good job of making his way to side, but Jerky's doing a better job of landing some headshots as he finds one onto Doc. That's going to be a clutch kill, as now the bomb goes down. An effective 2v3 for the attack, as they're going to have to hold on strong. C4 goes out. It claims one, but Sare claims another. The trades are coming out. 20 seconds left. Sare's going to have to hold on through this window, but no, Rude takes down H2O, and now Sare has to hop into sight. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to do it. The shots come out from behind Rude, but he's able to just quickly dip, dive, and dodge away. And Sare looks like she's just going to retreat as the last call comes out, and she's just going to throw herself in there. Should be a pretty free kill for Rude, but it's going to be the Frostmat of Jerky that claims her. That was just an unfortunate situation. Once you're stuck on that window right there, there's only so much you can do.
I gotta say, there for a second, it really looked like the attack might have something that round, and then, I mean, the thermite getting taken out. I mean, but even after that, I mean, they had they were pushing in through the little closet, and they're going for the plant down. I feel like the defense just holding their angles, keeping that composure, really won them that. I want to say there was at one point where the attackers had man advantage by at least one, and they still came out on top.
And that C4 was really clutch. Threw it with his dying breath and was able to get that before he officially died, so it connected. And that forced the attackers to kind of reposition and have to re-pick that bomb back up. And after that, it was kind of cooked. Like I said, Sare's on that window, but, I mean, H2O's just in a bad spot because there's two defenders that are able to push him so easily, and Sare does not have an angle or location for either of them.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I could think of is that maybe if they had another smoking pocket, smoke the double door and then plant behind the chassis. But I mean, I don't know.
Now, famously, this is a defender-sided site, I'd like to say. You know, there's obviously things you can do as an attack to make this quite a bit easy, or easier to attack, but more often than not, I'd say this is a pretty defender-sided site, so I'm interested how Sare's team is going to attack this. We know how they defend it, but obviously we see the Ying being brought. Is this for red? Is this for, what's it called, servers? We didn't really see Doc get to use that Ying last round, so hopefully we're able to see some use out of it this time. I kind of would have liked a blitz play, but this is just me getting greedy from what I saw last week.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. It always kind of aggravates me though whenever I see the warden off-site whenever there is a blitz on the board. because if the warden dies, I know like they've made warden into this crazy roaming freak 1.5 on the MPX, but I'm like having somebody who sees through flashes and whether it's a grenade or a blitz shield isn't doing anything. He's already dead. You know?
You're absolutely right. And I actually like this. I was going to say like this adaptation of having two people up here, but H2O is just able to walk up the spiral stairs and take down Stinky. He's not having as much of a game as he'd like to have. And H2O in the meantime, 10 and 5. He's been looking great yet again. This drone, he's going to take some shots out of the wall, but none of them are going to connect. That droning was feeding him some intel, but doesn't find him anything. And actually, he's going to walk right into the line of sight of Rude, and Mel takes down Doc. Trade's going to come out. So we see some action coming out, and we have about half the round remaining. They should be able to pick up Rude. I doubt the defense is going to do anything. Nope, rest of them are going to sit here in sight. With about half the round remaining, how do you think this looks? Are you favoring the defenders or the attackers right now?
You know, I really don't know. I mean, it depends on where these cade claws are, and it looks like there's not one on the Mira, because that's something that's concerning. Do they have any EMPs though? What does Tony have?
Well, Tony does in fact
Yeah,
have
okay,
two
so he
EMPs.
does have the two EMPs.
And it seems like, as you say, that
Sare-
Sare's coming around. Yep, coming around
I
to
was
come
about
get
to
that
ask
hatch.
when Sare was droning. I was like, "Where is Sare? Is she in spawn right now?"
My worry, though, is that this is a little short on time. So once they get these hatches open, we're looking at about 45 seconds or so, maybe even less. And oh no, we need to see one more Impact EMP come out, and this has to be perfect as time is winding down. We're now looking at about 30 seconds maybe before this hatch is opened and they're able to get into sight. And so time's going to be dangerously low. And with Mel able to play behind this power position of the Mira, it's looking dangerous, especially Jerky right here. He has the cross angle, not just for the bomb, but for the red stairs drop.
And the Mira's still up. Oh, gosh.
Oh, it's looking dangerous for Sare's team. We might be looking for a defender-sided round. Very close, though. 17 seconds left. Time is winding down. The smokes finally come out. This is going to cue the bomb. At least so the defenders think. They hear the cue. No C4 to throw, so Sare should be able to get this bomb down. Looks like she's going to be able to get it down clean, in fact, and this might flip the round on its head. We see Mel just push forward, but that hole right next to him, someone's going to be playing that. It's going to be Devil. He sees the shots. Mel doesn't land any. Sare's able to find the kill. Tony's able to find one in the meantime as well. And now it's all up to Jerky, who is on the second floor. He's going to have to fight Tony, who knows he's coming. He's just going to bide his time and wait. And Sare's coming to assist as well. What once looked like a defender-sided round, now very attacker-sided, as Sare was able to get that bomb down and no one was able to contest her on it. We thought that mirror play was going to be crucial, but no C4.
Mel has to get that kill on Devo. He had no business getting out of there alive. He's like...
TD asking a good question. Jerky has the C4 in that situation. Why doesn't he switch angles with Mel right there? I mean, there was nothing, absolutely nothing that would have stopped that C4 coming out, and Sare has to decommit if that, and at that point, you're wasting even more time. You'd much rather have that and have Mel be the aggressor instead of after the fact, the bomb goes down, Mel's the aggressor.
The only thing that I could think of is they're just trying to play range because of the scope, and it's basically a sniper shotgun that the Cade brings. But I mean, even then, with as little time on the clock,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
it's another one of those rounds drives me crazy.
Yep,
They have
another
the mirror-
round
the
just
mirror's
escapes
still up.
Stinky.
Yeah,
That's
like,
been the story of most of his rounds that we've seen him lose. I mean, outside of that first round. In Jimmy's game, too, we see a lot of these rounds. They just end up resulting in, like, small little throws, little misplays here and there.
because I'm not going to lie, when I saw that Sare didn't take the extra 2 seconds to pop the mirror when she was already opening that hatch up, I was a little bit worried.
10 seconds.
I agree. They were drawing it close when it came to opening that hatch. I like this adaptation. We're going to see a Valk.
It's an
Some
interesting
line of sight, too, into archives. Interesting. I wonder if anyone's going to play that or if that's just for the Oryx to drop down and find a kill if he needs to. Back onto that point that TD brought up about the Jerky, too. I think that the shotgun in that situation, I mean, we saw Jerky didn't really do anything from the angle he had. because he didn't really have a line of sight. So I do think that a switch in position would have been warranted. But
Definitely.
speaking of prone plays, we're mentioning Tony's prone plays in the chat. What about Rude's prone plays?
Oh boy.
Yep. Going to be looking for some good drone work out of Stinky's team. I mean, out of Sare's team. If they're hoping Rude doesn't find them, Sare knows Rude so well. Look at this. You know he's hiding somewhere.
And
Oh, and
hasn't. Yep,
H2O
there
is
you
just
go.
able to shut him down. He was holding that angle, and the call-outs came, and the great attack is looking even better as Devil goes down to... I mean, Devil takes down Gandhi with his own fire. That's what I meant to say.
Hey.
Wow, it is not looking good for the defense right now as not even half the round, and they have already lost 2 players on their team. Jerky's going to have to claw back something here if they have any hope of bringing it back a little bit, but not sure the attack is going to let him just yet. Isn't really anyone advancing to his position, so he's just going to go into staff room. He's going to be able to find one. That's Devil. Does he know someone's here? No, Tony's going to take some shots. Jerky's able to find 1, 2. No, nothing yet, and the flank comes out. The pinch was right there. H2O is right there when you need him to be, and that's going to shut down what could have been disastrous. Jerky looks like he possibly could have had 2 kills right there, both onto Tony and Doc. They were lined up, but he just could not find them. And H2O, wow, he is saving the day here today. Stinky and Mel in a very bad position right now. It's going to be very easy for the attackers to open up what they need to, and they're playing positions where they can't really trade off of one another. So, I mean, outside of if they drop down this hatch right here, but I doubt that'll happen. Seems like Sare's team is just going to opt to go for servers, and rightly so. 2 C4s on the board, that is what you can say, so you are going to at least be able to stall out, but one's going to go out, and Doc's actually going to go down as a great C4 comes out from Stinky. They're going to need plays like that if they want to keep bringing it back, and the Goyo is going to stall out even further. 30 seconds left. We see 2 players in server, and Tony on the hatch, a similar situation to what we saw just last round. Only difference is Sare going to be able to get the bomb down. He sees the mirror, shots come out, but Stinky's able to find Sare. That's the bomb. The adaptation this time from Stinky is to just be better, and he's going to find yet another onto H2O. One more kill comes out, and it's Mel's. That'll be all the defense wrote, and wow, they're able to flip that round around, and what was disastrous turned into a 2v4 clutch, I believe? 2v5?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, if the defense, especially that team right there, can keep their composure in these late round situations, I mean, because I was really sure of that one Goyo canister. I don't know why they popped it so early. I mean, there was no case down indication or even planting sound at all, and they just decided to pop it at 30 seconds. I mean, I know the Goyo canister's fire lasts for quite a bit, but I think it's 20 seconds, right?
I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
I think it is 20 seconds. Or at least in that general area, but regardless, it still wastes a bunch of time. So to pop it that early is a little suspicious, but I mean, right there, the way that Mel and Stinky able to hold that sight down is quite impressive. I mean, and I was just commenting on how they were in positions in which they wouldn't necessarily be able to find trades onto one another, and they didn't really need to. They just found kill after kill. That Stinky angle onto Sare was just right. I mean, no one's really able to shut him down unless you're watching from the hatch, the open area hatch, not the closet hatch. So Tony just on the wrong hatch, and I'm not even sure if they got that open area hatch open.
I don't think they did because the first they might have.
No, I think you're right.
I just know I saw I think it was it was Stinky on the Cade. He was doing some almost looked like Cade tricking.
Now we did see
through it again.
Rude's team. Wow, Mel might find some information or a kill right here if he plays his cards right. I imagine there must be a drone nearby. Yep, they're gonna drone him out. That'll be all she wrote. But as I was going to say, we saw that the roam, just in general, on the second floor site for both teams has not really worked out. Although the defensive side was able to win the last time they went here, Mel was the first dead and he was the roamer. So it's not really a site where we've seen too much success. And as I say that, H2O finds the entry kill onto Mel. So point proven. It's a hard site in order to find kills on, especially if you're playing alone. And we've seen this Monty be brought, and it just feeds whoever's behind it free intel. And H2O is the person you're going to want behind that because he has been able to find kill after kill this game, 13 and 7. Wow, Jerky
Yeah,
playing a
he's
similar position too.
Tony is definitely showing his worth this game. I am a little surprised I don't see a Legion or anything like that on the board though. Considering, I mean, I know they won their last time and they brought the Monty upstairs. The defenders did, but still just an annoying thing to deal with whenever there's a Monty on the board with no traps or anything to slow him down.
No, you're really relying on C4s or a good angle in order to take down that Monty at that point.
Right.
And Jerky, he's, again, going to have someone in stock right next to him. I think it's going to be Doc, but no, Stinky's able to shut down Doc, and Stinky has all of a sudden started to turn it around. Gandhi finds a kill, but Tony trades him out. Okay, so the wall is open now for the attackers, but Stinky's been looking like he's on a heater. And Jerky's still playing out of position, no longer with the Monty there, so if he decides to flank these square stairs from Janitor's side, he can. The attackers are just going to have to be wary of it. H-Rose holding the angle, but Jerky's just not going to commit. He doesn't need to. They have to come and plant the bomb. And with Sare on that window, she's going to be able to hold some good angles, but is she going to be able to hold the angles that find the kills? Right now, Rude's not able to find anything, but H2O's able to find Jerky. He's now walking into sight. Bomb goes down, and he's going to hear the castle next to him. He commits to the angle, does a lot of damage to Rude, but does not find everyone. He swings out on the hallway, but he doesn't find the kill onto the bandit. It's now up to Sare. Post-plant situation, 2v1. Stinky finds 2 kills on the round. She, thankfully, just has to sit and find 2 kills, but no! Rude runs out on 1 health and finds the kill! Stinky as well jumped out, but Rude's going to be able to get back into sight and find the kill. What a crazy play. She was in a bit of an unfortunate situation right there. She had to manage not only the run out from the window, but Rude's run out. And Rude doing what he does best, being sneaky and finding kills. This will push Stinky's team onto match point. Sare's team dangerously close to losing this miracle run.
I know I said it in the previous game when my team was playing Sare's team and she went 24 and 6 that Sare's not really, she's more for her brain as far as the game goes, not her guns goes, but we need Gunner Sare to come back if they have any chance of winning this game. I mean, 20's doing his best, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point, I want to see I want to
OT.
see get overtime.
I do
Yeah.
too. I mean, we've gone to OT with this team already 2 weeks in a row. And I mean, it's not like it can't be done. We see on that round swap, the last 2 rounds went to them. So here we go, looking for 2 more attacks. That's all they need to push us into OT. If not, we're looking at Stinky's team going to rematch against Jimmy's team, hoping to avenge an embarrassing 7-2 loss.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Bomb located by attackers.
This is some predictions coming out. Doc gonna get a 3K, I believe it. On that fuse. It'll be interesting to see how you use this fuse, because as we see outside of this little stock room area right here and above janitor, there's not going to be too much. I mean, the walls as well, but might be a little sketch to put the fuse on the walls right there unless you have complete control of first floor. And knowing Stinky's team, I imagine they're feeling pretty confident right now, and I doubt Root's just going to sit in sight. Someone's going to be roaming, so you're going to have to be aware of that. But again, we've seen 2 rounds in a row on that second floor. Mel goes down first, and it does not matter, as they're not able to convert on the entry kill. It's been quite unfortunate. Looks like the adaptation might just be a bit of aggression, as Devil's going to already be in here, but yeah, I imagine this is Rude in basement, waiting for someone. He doesn't really know that Devil's already in the building. He's going to be waiting on top of blue stairs, and that'll cue the rest of the attackers to kind of get the process going forward. Now, going into this round, what do you think we should expect to see from Stinky's team? Do you think they're going to be opting to get aggressive, knowing that they have a round to throw? Or do you think they're going to play it close to the chest and just hope that Sare's team stalls out?
Well, it depends on what kind of Stinky we have since he's the shot caller. It's like, he's either going to be smart and just keep the composure, or he's going to say, you know what, 6'4", let's have fun.
Oh, and the fun might be beginning as H2O finds a kill onto Jerky, but Mel immediately finds the trade through the C4 onto H2O.
That's their
So
top
a
frag right
quick
there.
little
That's
confrontation,
huge.
and that is going to be huge, as he's been doing so
Oh
much for
boy.
this attacking side.
And this their vertical player too. Shoot.
Yeah, you're now pretty much relying solely on this fuse to do something, but Devil is actually going to find Rude, who is down below in the basement lurking. We saw that Devil was waiting, or Rude was waiting, but Devil was just able to catch him off guard, has the better patience. Azami takes a little bit of damage. She's going to back off now. It's looking like a pretty good attack so far. As I say this, though, we still have about half the round left and anything can happen. But no, Gandhi just is clueless as to where Tony is. And that's going to be a free kill for the attackers. I'm not sure why Gandhi decided to drop if he did not have any intel. It's quite curious.
They're getting reckless.
Yep, and Tony's going to start opening walls. Help make things a little bit
no.
easier for the attack. Make some breathing room. Open up some angles. And again, we're looking at Mel and Stinky trying to win the round. Single-handedly, or dual-handedly, I guess I should say. Oh, Mel actually looks like he's going to be able to find at least one kill onto the ace of Tony, and he is. That's going to be the case too. I don't think he knows it though. Someone's playing very close to the stairs. It looks like it's going to be Sare. Mel takes down Sare too. Oh no! Sare looks like she might be throwing, and Stinky finds another. Devo is the last person alive. All the hopes of Sare's team rest on his shoulders. He sees the Azami of Stinky roll into the closet. He's now going to be paying attention for that, but Mel also has the case. 15 seconds left, and it looks like Sare's team might have thrown it. He has to commit to this angle. He finds Stinky. He needs to find Mel. 8 seconds left. Mel knows he only has to play the angle. Just sit back and hide. Devo is going to pick up the bomb. Mel now has to commit to this. Does he know? Bomb's going to go down. I'm not sure Mel's going to be able to find anything just yet. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. Devil's going to have to hop off and turn around and find it. No, he doesn't! Mel! Quad kill, and that's the game!
No.
Devil, just a second left, turns around the knife, but is not able to find it. Looks like Stinky's team will be moving on to the finals to face Jimmy's team in a rematch. As Sare's team unfortunately comes to an unfortunate end. They've had a great run through the lower bracket and gave it a very valiant effort today. We saw just how close they were to pushing us around further, but alas, they could not get it done.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, indeed. Things look so good for Sare's team right there, and unfortunately it just looks like they kind of threw it at the end. That is heartbreaking.
Dang.
All
Dang,
right.
dang.
Looks like we will be rematching Jimmy Stinky's team, so this will be interesting. I said last week that I think that that matchup is better suited for a best of three, because when you see something like that on Oregon where Jimmy's team is just able to steamroll them, I feel like that's where Stinky's team would have been able to come back a map, and then we see a map 3 that's a lot closer.
Right.
So we'll have to wait and see about that, but in the meantime, we'll be getting in the winning team captain. I do need to invite him. We'll be getting in the winning team captain of today's game. See how he feels, I'd imagine, in a lot better mood compared to last week.
Gotta be. If not,
I would hope the coordination and
that would-
communication are better.
Yeah, even though, I mean, I gotta say, yeah, they won, but there was quite a few rounds where it looked like there was just no communication whatsoever.
Yeah.
Whew.
Stinky, welcome in. Oh, he's still connecting on voice chat.
Alright. Oh. Looks like your share screen stopped.
Hello.
Oh, what's up, Stinky?
Hello.
Happier than last week, I think it's safe to say?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like you're just kind of. I wonder if you're thinking the same thing that I was thinking. I mean, it was a good round, a good win, but there's quite a few rounds, Stinky, that It looked like it could have went either way because of some
Yeah.
carelessness on yeah.
A game like that, it really makes me ask, Stinky. You said after the game last week that you guys might use strats, but you also might not. Rude's obviously on the team today, and he offers that like roam sneaky potential. With him on the roster, did you opt to go for more strats today, or was it just kind of like let everyone loose and see what happens?
Oh no, we just the thing was Rude said, "Oh yeah, I have a good thought. I can watch some strats." I said, "Yeah, be my guest, do it." And now we just took two strats of him for the top floor and the bottom floor, and we did it. And sometimes it worked out, especially the top floor. It worked out really nice. But the bottom floor, we had some issues there. So
Yeah, you guys were able to find some success on that second floor.
All right. So Stinky, I gotta ask. So you're now locked in for a rematch with Jimmy's team. Besides the
yeah,
map, what can we expect to be different in this matchup?
Jimmy not getting 20 kills.
Okay, so
Everyone
what's
hopes.
your plan? I was gonna say them. So elaborate on that. What's your plan for locking him down? You just gonna drone him? Are you gonna double
Just
team him?
don't
What's you gonna
swing
do?
like idiots on him. Like if you don't
Fair
give
enough.
him 1v1, he can't take 1v1s, you know?
Everyone has a buddy
Fair enough.
system.
Yeah. Battle buddies, as a old friend of mine used to say.
I was curious about the map choice. So Bank is a map that Sare's team had played earlier in the tourney against Trin, and obviously they had lost it then. Was this a map that y'all had wanted to go to for a reason like that, or is this just like how
No,
the map bans played out?
we didn't want to go bank.
This is just
So
how it played out.
I was gonna say, did they
Yeah,
choose bank, or did y'all choose bank?
yeah. We had to choose against bank or
Okay.
consulate, and then we said, okay, we rather play bank than
Dang.
consulate.
I would have loved to see a console game.
More
No,
temptation for Root to throw
Sarah was
himself out a
angry that I
window.
banned Nighthaven against her, but I was like, I'm not gonna play Night.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm actually
that
mad
would
that
have
you
been
banned
interesting.
Nighthaven, even though I don't know any calls.
Yeah, right. All right.
Yeah.
You got the next one.
No, I think that's you.
Okay. So do you feel like your team is better suited for a best of three against Jimmy compared to a best of one?
Yeah.
Oh, you cut out.
Okay, I'm
Like
glad that wasn't
we
just me.
can already prepare.
Oh,
Stinky, you're cutting
seems like
out.
I say there might be some technical
Uh,
difficulties over there.
hello, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Okay, we can
Yep.
hear you
All right.
now.
There you go.
Oh wait. My mic is wrong. Give me a second.
This sounds good.
It's better.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Yeah, okay, right. So I think a best of three is always different than a best of one because you can each pick a map where you know your team is good on. So it's always gonna be different. But we will see. We will see what their map is gonna be. We will see what our map choice is gonna be.
Yeah,
And you,
I'm guessing we'll just hope that you don't let Jimmy drop 60 kills across those three games, right?
I don't think we
he
need three
says he's going
games.
for a hundred. Oh, well, you
Oh,
did
really?
mention how
Okay.
you like the bigger maps because it allows you to roam. Is that kind of going to be the type of map that you're looking for in that best of three? Banning away those small maps like border and coastline stuff like that, or border and Oregon.
Um, I don't like Oregon. Like border, I really like that map because it's more. You can also play it utility based and not
Hmm.
only like frag based. But like Oregon right now is in my opinion only frag based because everyone knows how to play on it. Everyone knows the setups. Everyone knows particular angles. So
I was gonna say there was a so I got a quick question, then I'll let Carson get to it. But there was a couple rounds early into the match where y'all were attacking and you just kind of left Devil. Like I feel like did you either misdraw him or did you just kind of
Hmm.
say, you know what,
Like that
screw it,
first
he's gonna
round.
do what he's gonna do? Because I know he got like
um,
one or two of you from the hatch above the little small
we
office hatch.
we had four prep drones each round. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we had four prep drones, so we knew
Okay.
we had to take top floor because We watched Saraswat, they always roam with one guy above. So we knew we had to take the guy. So they droned above and they said, yeah, all clear. So I was like, ah, chill, I can take action. And then he was above, so maybe he was crawling somewhere behind a desk or I don't know what happened, but that things happened in the training game. So
Yeah, of course.
we can learn from it.
There's always gonna be some kind of miscommunication, of course.
Yeah.
All right, well, the last thing I gotta say is Mike says that he's your biggest fan, Stinky,
I hate Mike.
and he says hi.
He said, "I hate Mike."
All right, well, I'll let
No,
you
no,
get
no.
to it.
Thank you, Mike.
I appreciate you stopping by, and congratulations on the win, man. We'll see you in the finals.
Thank you. Yeah,
All right, so
yeah.
long, Stinky.
You.
All right. Get Sare in here real quick. How did I not? Oh, I guess I'll have to invite her separately. I can't believe we could have possibly gotten Nighthaven if Stinky didn't hate the map so much.
Yeah,
That would have been
I was gonna
fun.
say,
Just
I love. I mean,
seeing the
like the two new
chaos.
maps. I mean, yeah, no, that would have been great. I mean, I was gonna say, I gotta say, I love the new console. That would have been really fun to see.
I agree.
But
And I doubt we'll see it next game either, because I think Jimmy
yeah,
mentioned
probably
after
not.
his game that he was probably just going to keep it to more of a lineup that is like along with what his team is used to, something simple.
Yeah, no, of course.
Welcome in, Sarah.
Hello.
A sad
How you
day
doing?
today. Maybe, unless you consider the vacation sad.
I'm not really sad. I don't care about losing the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a game.
Yeah, no. Yeah, of course, of course.
So this
All right.
first game, or unfortunately today, you weren't able to get revenge against Stinky's team, but you were able to do better against them. What was it this game, or just all in general, Alterny that made them difficult to face?
Well, they weren't difficult to face this game.
Mm-hmm.
First game was our very first game playing together. That was a huge advantage for them and a huge disadvantage for us. That's why they smacked us so bad. This game, they only won because we just made a ton of mistakes. They did not play very well. Their
Mm-hmm.
defenses weren't
Yeah.
very good, and their attacks were normal. Like, they weren't anything crazy. They attack the same way every time. They defend the same way every time. They're not hard to figure out. Like, if I had my normal teammates, we would win every time. But I have unexperienced teammates, so it's harder. Like the last round we had that, it was a 4v2. That was a horrible defensive round for them. And I said to watch flank like 6 times, but then we died and we lost a round because of a flank on blue stairs. So it was just dumb little mistakes like that that would cost us entire rounds. So I
I'm gonna
think
say,
if
yeah,
we
no.
could have cleared up a few mistakes, we would have won. Like Doc got C4'd twice attacking basement, and all he needed to do was ying flash red hall,
Yeah.
and then we lost. I think we won one round where he died and got C4'd, but I mean we lost
Well,
the one basement round because there was no utility being thrown into the hallway or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It
No,
was
that's
just
Stinky
we
to
just
kind of get
gave
that
up a
free
bunch of
kill.
rounds.
yeah, I was gonna say that first, at least that first half. But I mean, it seems like you definitely felt like it was pretty consistent throughout the entire game. It was pretty sloppy, whether it be your team or Stinky's team. I mean, like there was the one round where they let Devil just hang out in janitor closet, and he got one or two kills from above, and then
Yeah.
I do have one question for that last round though. So did you have like stuns or anything that you could have used on the guy holding in blue, or were you just confident
No,
that you
I
would
had
win that
smokes.
gunfight? Oh, okay, okay.
If I had
I
stuns, I
was
would have thrown
thinking
a
about
stun.
that. Yeah, I definitely thought so, but I was like, I wondered if it was one of those things where it was just kind of like lack of time, kind of like a panic. I gotta swing.
Like looking at it now, I should have just stood there and held top blue so he couldn't swing while Tony was planting. But I had no idea where the guy was in sight, and then I had no idea if anyone could grab the diffuser and replant. I just had no idea where my teammates were, what they were looking at. I knew 20 was dead. I knew Tony was dead. I didn't know where Diva was, and I didn't know where Doc was. So it
Yeah,
was
I
more like if I get
definitely.
this kill, it's a 3v1. Odds are we win.
Right. No, I definitely could tell there was a difference between your gameplay this game and then last week where we went from like we had Gunner Sare, which Gunner Sare definitely
Hmm.
surprised me because I mean I just know you as like a major brain for Siege, but I mean I could definitely tell you were trying to go back to your kind of facilitator role, or at least that's what it seemed like. Because I mean, I thought the funniest thing was it would be like a minute and like 30 into the round and you're out in spawn on drones. Just I mean it was very efficient. Y'all were clearing the roamers pretty quickly, but I got a little bit of a chuckle out of that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's just my role. I play hard support and then I play anchor support on defense in
Yeah.
ranked. And it's what I'm used to. I'm a really good droner
Hmm.
and I can drone fast and I can clear fast and I make good callouts and I'm a
Yeah,
good
no.
anchor in sight. So it's just easier for me to play those roles because then I know I don't have to depend on anybody else for it.
Yeah, no,
But I mean, I
definitely. I
can frag
definitely
when I have to. It's just
Mhm.
uh, not like a role I'm super comfortable on. And I
Yeah,
think on
no.
Clubhouse I was just feeling myself. I was
I,
irritated this game early on, so
dude, I gotta say, like, I didn't have any doubt that you could get kills, but it was definitely surprising.
yeah.
But I was gonna say, so as far as I know, we were talking about some of the unexperienced players on your team, but so you're no stranger to being a captain in these tournaments. So what would you say is the most challenging in-game aspect of being a captain? You would say?
Managing everyone's different play styles.
Okay.
It's Tony doesn't play high ranked siege at all. Tony um I don't know if he's newer to the game or not, but he doesn't have a ton of siege knowledge, so it's hard to tell him what to do. Like the first round we attacked upstairs, I got a bandit battery off the wall so he could thermite it open. And I think he stayed on rappel outside square for like 2 minutes because he saw there was still electricity on one side of the wall. So he thought that we needed to get them both.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused as to why y'all weren't able to get that wall open.
And then Doc only plays with his buddies, so he's never played like a structured siege. So whenever we've gone over stuff like in the 30 minutes before the game on like where to use his utility or whatever, um, that's all he gets really. So I don't know if a single Ying Candela even went off that game, but it's just hard for players like that who don't play this type of siege very often or at all. It's just hard to be able to tell them what to do. And then if I don't tell them what to do and let them do their own thing, it's very misjointed and there's like a ton of mistakes. Like on Border, it was like the only map that I was like, do whatever you want. I'm not telling anybody what to do
Right.
after we lost like the first 2 rounds.
So do
And
you
go ahead.
finish up what you're saying? You're
I
good.
was just gonna say
Oh,
that's the hardest thing. It's just managing playstyles.
gotcha. So do you think that if maybe you had more like playtime with that team, whether it be unranked or ranked, something like that, where y'all can get a feel for each other's play styles and all that, and just really get like a good like chemistry going, do you think that you win this game and then go on to win the championship, or do you think it'd be a pretty similar outcome?
I mean, no, I think it'd be a similar outcome. I don't think it's really playtime and chemistry. Like all five of us like got along great, and it was except for this guy. I was so irritated this game, so I didn't have good vibes this game. But all the other games were like good vibes. We were all hanging out, having a good time. So I don't think playing together more would have changed the outcome of the tournament. I think it was just a couple mistakes, and we could have won this game pretty easily. But I don't know. I don't think we would have beaten Jimmy's team. The frag power versus our team is just we're never gonna. outfrag them.
I say 20 did look pretty. He was pretty hot this game. I was gonna
Mhm.
say I just
He cranked it up the lower
it
bracket.
it you know
Yeah, it was
it
just a
hurt my
coin
soul.
flip on who was gonna get kills and who wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There
that's
was
true.
always at least one person that just wasn't doing hot.
I say dude, I was talking to Carson. I think it was like 2 or 3 rounds before the final round. I was like, 20 is looking hot. We just need either Devo to come out or we need Gunnar Sare to awaken, and it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, that was like our biggest struggle, I think, is we just never had everyone popping off like they should. Like in the early
Yeah.
bits of the tournament, it was 20. And then
Hmm.
Devil doesn't play Siege as much, so he's pretty inconsistent. So it would be half the game he's doing good, half the game he's not. Tony fragged out the one game on Bank against Trin. He had like 10 kills. But then every other game he averaged like 2 or 3. And then Doc was just kind of always in the middle, doing his own thing. I only fragged out the one game. And then, I don't know. It's just the frags weren't there, really.
Yeah, weren't there when you needed them,
Yeah.
or at least in this game.
Yeah. I
Yeah, in
will
this
say
game
I
for
did
sure.
like I definitely liked the adaptation that you did with bringing the bandit for the Mira window downstairs in
Hmm.
the basement. So I really liked that. That looked
Yeah, they really thought they were going to open that mirror.
Yeah, that was
I guess
really
this is
clutch.
why.
Kind of
I
won you all the wine
yeah,
right
no,
there.
it definitely won y'all that round. It was kind of surprising though. I I know there was one round. I do know y'all were really low on time, but whenever you had opened up the little small office hatch, and then did you just not think you had enough time to open up that mirror? Because there was nothing on it, or were
I
you
didn't have
just
any pellets left.
Mm,
okay?
makes
Gotcha.
sense.
That's why.
No, it
Okay.
turned out to work for you too, because I think that was the round where you were just able to get it down.
Yeah, they
Hmm.
didn't
Yeah.
even throw a single C4 or anything. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, Mel playing
Yeah,
behind
I
the
just had to
C4
plant down.
didn't end up having the C4, and then Jerky was playing the H2O angle in basement, so.
Oh, the garage angle.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Jerky killed me from that, the next time we attacked down there.
Well, I really appreciate you stopping by, and it was a pleasure to watch you guys make the run. It's very unfortunate we weren't able to see y'all in the finals. I think pretty much everyone
Hmm.
was rooting for y'all.
Yeah, it's all good. We got farther than I thought we would, and we never got 7-1 again.
No, you
So
guys made every
I'm
game
pretty
after
happy
that
with it.
amazing.
Well, thanks for casting.
I was gonna say they're really
Hey,
fun to watch.
yeah, appreciate you doing your thing.
All right.
All right, I think that'll wrap it up for us too. Thank you guys for stopping on by today, and we will see you guys next time for what will be the finals of Snore's Fun Time Discord Championship Bracket Tournament. I just added 7 different things to that. All right, thank you guys.
Oh. Oof.